In this video, first of all, we will discuss about how to add picture in title and content slide. This slide is known as title and content slide because the layout of this slide is title and content. Layout means the positioning or the placement of the placeholder on the slide. This is the first placeholder and this is the title placeholder, and this is second, the content placeholder. In the title placeholder, we can only add text. To add text, I will click inside it and I will type here text computer. In the second placeholder, we can add text or we can add table, picture, chart as well as video. Here our requirement is to add picture. So we will use this option, insert picture from file. If I click over it with the help of left mouse button, insert picture dialog box will appear on the screen. We will be able to see here few pictures. So you can see here pictures. I will select this picture with the help of left mouse button and I will click on insert button to add this picture on the slide, and you can see the picture is added. At the center of the edges of this picture on the edges, okay, at the center of the edges, you can see this is the edge and this is the center. This is the edge and this is the center. There are square boxes, and at the corner there are circles. These are called resize handles. Using these resize handles, we can increase or decrease the size of the picture, or we can say we can resize the picture. If I bring the mouse pointer on this resize handle, you can see the mouse pointer has changed to double-headed arrow. Now I will press left mouse button, it will change to plus symbol, and then we can drag the mouse to decrease its size. If I want to increase its size again, I can bring the mouse pointer again over this handle. Again the mouse pointer has changed to double-headed arrow. We will press left mouse button. Now it will change to plus symbol, and then we will drag the mouse, and after that we will release the left mouse button, and in this way we can resize the picture. This one is the rotation handle, the green one, the circular handle, and using this handle we can rotate the picture either in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. So I don't want to rotate it, so I will leave it as it is. Next topic is slideshow. What is slideshow? Slideshow means to view or to display all the slides of presentation one by one on the full screen. So to do that, we will use the slideshow tab. Under slideshow tab, there is a group start slideshow. In this group there are 4 options. First is from beginning, second is from current slide, third is broadcast slideshow, and last one is custom slideshow. We will discuss one by one all the 4. First is from beginning. As the name says, from beginning, if we click over this button, what will happen? The slideshow will start from the first slide of the presentation. If I click over it, you can see the first slide of the presentation on the full screen. If I want to see the next slide of the presentation, then we can press left mouse button from the mouse. Okay, so I will click left mouse button once and we can see the second slide, or we can also press right arrow key to view the next slide. If I press right arrow key from the keyboard, so we can see the next slide. If we want to end this slideshow in between or even after the end of the presentation, so we can press escape key from the keyboard. Now we are able to see our presentation in the normal view. This is the normal view, okay, where we have created the presentation. In this view we have created the presentation. Now next option, now there is also a shortcut key F5. If we want to begin the presentation from beginning, there is a shortcut key F5. We can use that key also to start the presentation or to start the slideshow from beginning. And on the status bar, this bar at the bottom of this application window is known as status bar. there is a button, this one, this is called slideshow button, or if you press this button, then what will happen, we will be able to see the slideshow from the beginning of the presentation, that is from the first slide. Second option is from current slide. You can see here the presently slide 3 is selected, so this is the current slide. If we click on this option, the presentation will begin, or the slideshow will start from the third slide instead of first. So if I click over it, you can see the slide which is selected, or which is the current slide, we are able to view the slideshow from that slide instead of first slide. Now to exit it, we will press escape key from the keyboard. Next option is broadcast slideshow. If we want to show our presentation to the person who is sitting at far away place, or we can say at remote place, then we can use this option, broadcast slideshow. If I click over it, a new window will appear, a dialog box will appear. It says broadcast slideshow. Broadcast the slideshow to remote viewers who can watch in web browser. So to start this broadcast, we will click on this start broadcast. And the computers must be connected to each other. The devices must be in network. Okay, network means they must be connected to each other so that one can broadcast the slideshow. And the person whosoever will be sitting at the remote end, or we can say far away place, he or she can view the presentation in the web browser. So if we click on start button, okay, then it will prompt us to enter the user email address and the password. Okay, so once the user has entered the email ID and password, the slideshow broadcast will be broadcasted. Okay, and the person whosoever will be sitting at the remote end or the far away place, he or she will be able to see the presentation or the slideshow, okay, in the web browser of his or her computer. So I will click on cancel for the time being, since I don't want to broadcast. Okay, next is custom slideshow. This is the last option. Using this option, we can prepare a slideshow of a selected slides from the presentation. If I want to show only selected, okay, few slides from this presentation to the group of persons or audience, we can say, okay, we can present, if we want to present only few slides on the full screen, then what we can do, we can use this option, that is custom slideshow. We will click on this option. In the drop down menu, there will be one option, custom show. We will click over this. Custom show dialog box will appear. Here there is a button new. We will use this button, new. A new window will appear. Name of this dialog box is define custom show, and in this window the first section is slideshow name. Here we can give the name to the slideshow, the custom slideshow which we are going to create. So let us name it. I'm going to name it first presentation, okay, because this is our first presentation that we have created. So I'm going to name it first presentation. And in this section of this dialog box, here it is mentioned slides in the presentation. So this section displays all the slides, okay, which we have created in this presentation. And now if we want to use, since we want to show only selected slides out of these 5, so what we can do, we will select, suppose I want to show first slide first, this third slide, okay, so I will select this by pressing left mouse button over it, and then we can click on add. Now you can see this section says slides in custom show. So first slide that we want to show is this third slide, okay, and next one I want to show is this one, second one, and then this is the fourth one, and then I will click on add. So in the custom slideshow, I have added only 3 slides out of the 5. Now in the slideshow view, okay, we will be able to display only these 3 slides. And to show this, view this custom slideshow, we will first of all click on OK. Now you can see in the custom show, okay, of this section, we can see the name of the presentation, custom presentation which we have created, okay, custom slideshow, that is first presentation. Now we can view this custom slideshow by clicking on this show button, okay, or there is one more option that I will show you. Let me click on this close first. Either we can click on show option, okay, or we can click on this drop down arrow, and this is the name of that custom slideshow which we have created, first presentation, if you remember. Now I will click on this, and you can see that okay, the third slide that we had added as a first slide in the custom slideshow, that has appeared on the screen. Now if I press left mouse button, we can see the next slide of the custom slideshow which we have created, and if I press left mouse button again, we can see the last slide, that is third slide. And okay, to end this presentation, to come out of this slideshow screen, okay, full screen, we will press escape key. So this covers up all the topics of lesson